been sat here for like 2 hours now waiting for my fucking brother to finish. Said they finish at 5, and has he? Fuck no. So what have I done? Posted some shit about Keir Starmer. Which is the truth and facts, to be fair. Now I'm just going to smoke this fucking cigar. If you can see, it's a bit I don't know how to pronounce it. Perdomo, I believe. Premium. There's my brother's a retard. He's working all the hours under the sun. Become a chef though, but still. Tells me 5 and then ends up being, what time is it now? 10 to 9. Wasting perfect content creation time, learning time, and personal development time as well. Gives me time to think and be quiet on my own, I suppose. Do a bit of research. Unfortunately, TikTok won't allow this because smoking. But TikTok can go fuck themselves. Not sure about Instagram, but I'll try anyway. How is everyone's afternoon today? It's beautiful Saturday, isn't it? The 2nd. In order to become a decent person, you should understand your own flaws and then work to correct those to make yourself a better person. I'll tell you a little short story about what I used to be like. And I used to be a wanker, or a literal cunt to people. Obviously my dad didn't teach us anything, so I beat my sister up a little bit, or not beat her up, but humiliate her in school, because she needed to understand that men are not all nice. So I had to do the harsh thing for her. I left home when I was 14 from my mum's to move with my dad, and then that didn't go well because I was sleeping in the gap and I didn't get funded or fed properly. So it's all about self-learning. And a little wanker, absolute wanker. This was one time actually when my granddad had a fish farm in Farley, Hungerford. I was what, 10 at the time, 11. I had not been taught about money or anything. So one of these drawers, bottom of the drawer, there was a cup and it was filled with money. So I took 50 quid out of £5 notes. We went to Nottingham Hill in London to do a farmer's market to sell, what was it, fresh rainbow trout, which I got taught how to gut and kill. Killing them in the water with electric with them. At age 10 is always pretty good. So yeah, back to Nottingham Hill. I spent the 50, well I spent like 30-40 quid on Pokemon cards, and then back in like what, 2001, 2002, my granddad didn't understand the fact of it, that they're now worth probably thousands, tens of thousands, but he cut them all up in front of me to teach me a lesson. Took me to jail. Well, he took me to a local jail to see the inside of it, which then didn't really do anything for me. So that was the first fuck up. Then I became a rebel. I got pissed every weekend pretty much. I used to get like paid 250 quid and that was gone by the Sunday. I bought my first car off my dad, which was a 1986 Ford Escort XR3i convertible. Beautiful car that was. My first car as well for a 17-year-old. And then I went through a stage of smashing windows and doing dumb shit, We used to do all-nighters, go out and then pretend that I was getting beaten up on the side of the road to make people stop, to say that that's right, I'll go after him, I can beat him up myself. Good days. I climbed a crane once for a £5 bet. That was funny. The police came. They said, "Who's been climbing the crane then?" We were having a house party at the time. I owned up to it. They put me in the back of the police car and said, "Why'd you climb the crane?" Because of a bet. £5 bet. Can you believe that? Still got into the nightclub that night though, so win's a win. Gave my heart and soul to a woman, which then she just stomped the fuck all over. Literally, like, I was just love struck by that fucking woman, and I followed her around. I went away for a week to work when we were together, and then when I come back, I found out she moved in with another bloke. I went home to my local town, and she come back to find me, or she moved to Wales and I followed her. No, she came back to find me first, and then she moved to Wales. And yeah, well, and then unfortunately for her, she's got rheumatoid arthritis, which is a bit of a fucking shitter, but I tried my best to be supportive as I could, and that wasn't enough. Never is, apparently. So she moved in with her mum, and I left, we'll go back home, which then just started my own life on my own. Got drunk one night. So yeah, I got drunk from like 2010, I believe, when I first met that woman. I started smoking marijuana. I lost my job because I told the truth. I lost my license because I was under the influence of marijuana. As you do, you tell the truth because that's what your parents tell you to do. And then my mum tells me I should tell her a white lie. It's like, contradict yourself much. Anyways, yeah, so I got drunk before smoking weed, and then I got dragged back to a woman's house, and I thought, yay, a hole, why not? I'd fuck it. Turns out she got pregnant, but she'd been sleeping with other blokes before that, so I was like the third person to get a DNA test a year and a half later. And yeah, so I've got a son who's now 10, turning 11. I spent a good 3-4 years with him, taught him the benefits of being a man. Like, he told me his legs hurt once, so I told him it's growing pains, boy. They're making you stronger. He didn't question it after that one bit, which is nice. Taught him a hand-eye coordination, his alphabets, his maths and English. I did my best to give him the lessons he needed at that time. But with everyone else giving him an input on my behalf without my reason behind it, it's like confusing him a lot, and then give him a different understanding of me. So I had to back away because I couldn't give him the education he wanted, which is, I don't know if that's fair or not at the end of the day. I'm going to charge my phone. So yeah, and then I've been homeless since 2016. I lived in a van which I converted. That broke down, so I had to get rid of that. And then I lived in a tent for a bit, stayed at my stepmom's. She gave me a caravan, to which then it wasn't big enough, so I had to build a 2-story house, a caravan, 21 foot by 8 foot at 14 foot high. So don't get me wrong, I love my vehicles, and I owned a lot over the years. What have I owned? 2 Escort Cabriolets, 86 models, 1 Mark V Escort, 1 MR2 Roadster, 1 Audi A4 3-litre V6, Mercedes 2.4 V6, LDV Maximus 3.5 litre. And yeah, is my life any better now? Yeah, I got peace of mind. I'm doing what I can to better myself and understand the workings of the world, which is pretty fucked up at the moment. So if anyone is in the same situation as me and doesn't understand why they're thinking the way they think. There's an example for you. If you're willing to understand the world or you want to know more, hit that like button, follow me for more, and I'll sure to finish it off. I'll give you some guidance and help you along your way. Just in the process of setting up a website and service to help you people, help myself as well at the same time, to help you, like the joy of giving, I believe. Anyways, have a good evening, and just realise life is shit. It can be shitter, but if you make the most of it and with the best of a bad situation, it can always turn outcomes around on you. Have a good evening all. Turns out my brother walked home, so he didn't wait for me because he thought he knew best. Anyways, all shits and giggles. Evening all.